Hello friends, welcome back to Code Tonight. So in today's video we will see how we can implement Stripe payment gateway in ASP.NET Core web project. So we have here is a .NET Core application and it is supporting .NET Core 3.1. So and for implementing Stripe into this, now what we have to first do is we have to install Nugget package. So I will just stop the application here and then I will just show you step by step what changes you require. Okay, so the first step will be to install stripe.net nugget package into your application, and once you install this nugget package, now you can go to your home controller. And so basically first thing we require is the stripe keys. Okay, so we have this secret and public key that we have stored in the app setting file. Now to read these settings in the code, we have added the startup.cs file. In this we have added this line, so basically it will read the settings from config, and we will get that in the stripe setting class. Okay, so the stripe setting class, you can see here, just have two properties which are the keys properties. Okay, so now coming back to the controller, so the first thing that we have done is we have initialized the stripe setting here to get the values. Okay, so you will need to add this, and then you have to add this iOption class here, and this is what we have to done. Now the next thing is we will create one action which will perform the payment operation. Okay, so we have this action for create checkout session, and it is requiring the amount which we will pass from the UI. Okay, so here you can pass the success and cancel URL, and also tell the currency which is used in the payment. So we are saying it is used USD. Okay, so now we are saying that it will accept payments from card, and then we are adding the product name here and product description. So one thing that you will notice here is that I have multiplied the amount by 100, and now that is because when you use USD, then it accepts the amount in the cents. So for converting your amount to dollars, you have to multiply that by 100. So that is what I have written here. Okay, so after that what we have to do is we have to create this session service object and execute the options. All these options we will execute. Okay, and this will provide us a session ID. Now you can save this session ID into your database if you have, or you can store it anyway which you want. Okay, so that will be used later. You can use that in the success method if you want, or to get the details of the payment. Okay, so now I will just run the application, and on the view side, okay, so on the view side we will see what we have. So this is the index view. Here I have this form which is posting to the create checkout session method which we just seen, and here we have the amount text box and the checkout button. Okay, so on the UI you will see this. Now suppose I want to make $5 payment, so I will add a 5. I will click on checkout. Okay, so now it will execute all this code, and then it will create the session. So in the session.id you will see there is a id. You will need this id later, so you want or not you can store this. Okay, so then we will redirect back to the session URL, which is basically the payment screen. Okay, so you can see the payment screen now saying the $5 and the product name and the product description. Okay, so now one thing you have to know is you are making payment in the dollar format and United States format. So whatever detail you enter should be from USA. Okay, so for example, the address should not be related to the India. Okay, specifically if you enter the Indian address here, then it will give a error. Okay, because that is not for India. So here we will select the card details. So you can enter the same card details that you see on the screen, and 123 is the CSV here, and then you have to make sure the billing address is the United States because we have used USD. Now we can click on pay. Okay, So again, the billing address can be anything outside India, so it is not specifically that it is used to be the US United States address. Okay, so you see now it has come to the success method. Okay, now we will go to the Stripe dashboard to see if the payment is done. So the last payment was one here, you can see. Okay, now we will just load it again. Okay, so you can see the US $5 payment here and the time which is just now, and then the customer which we selected. Okay, so now this payment is completed. So this is how you can complete Stripe payment in ASP.NET Core. Now if you require the code part, then what you can do is you can go to our official website. We will also provide you a direct link, so don't you worry about that. Now here on the website codetonite.com, what you have to do is you have to search for Stripe. So you will find many blogs here, and one is the Stripe payment gateway in MVC, but you have to find this implement Stripe payment gateway in ASP.NET Core. Okay, so once you open this blog, what you will see is you will see the same code that we just seen in the video, with all the required steps that you just seen in the video. Okay, so still if you face any kind of issue, then you can comment on the video guys and let us know how it worked for you. So thank you guys.